In this video, we are going to tell you what nobody tells you about Amsterdam. Those truths we only discovered by traveling, and that will save you from a lot of surprises and a lot of money. We love Amsterdam, but the postcard image, with the beautiful canals and the charming little houses, hides a reality that is good for you to know before boarding. We are going to talk about the real size of the city, the hidden costs, the difference between the coffee shops and the regular cafes, the rules of the red light district, the weather, the absurd stares of the houses and the tourist traps, all based on what we really lived over there, so you arrive prepared and enjoy with peace of mind. Let us go. The first truth, and this is the most important of all, is that in Amsterdam the bikes rule the city. There are more bikes than residents, and they come fast, silently, and from all sides. The bike lanes are real roads, separate from the sidewalk, and the Dutch cyclist does not stop or swerve for a distracted pedestrian. They simply ring the bell and wait for you to get out of the way. So engrave this: never walk on the bike lane, and always look both ways before crossing any street, because running over an unaware tourist is the most common thing in the city. Respecting the bike is the first rule of survival in Amsterdam. The second truth is the hidden costs. Amsterdam is one of the most expensive cities in Europe, and that catches many people off guard. Accommodation is the big villain, with high nightly rates even at simple hotels, so book well in advance. Another catch is the tourist taxes, which are charged per night at the hotel and can add up to a considerable amount at the end of the stay. And at the restaurants in the center, especially in the more touristy areas, water, the cover charge, and even asking to use the restroom in some public places can have a cost. Keep an eye on the bill and always prefer the places a bit away from the busiest streets. The third truth is about the coffee shops, and this one confuses many people. In Amsterdam, a coffee shop is not a cafe. It is exactly the opposite of what the name suggests. A coffee shop is the establishment authorized to sell marijuana, which over there is tolerated. If you just want a good coffee with milk and a cake, you should look for a regular cafe, a coffee house, or a bakery. Walking into the wrong place by mistake is a classic tourist mix-up. And here is the warning: even though it is tolerated, consumption has rules. It is prohibited in many public spaces, and the products are usually much stronger than the visitor imagines. So, if that is your case, go with a lot of moderation. The fourth truth is about the red light district, known as De Wallen, and the respect it demands. It is one of the oldest and most curious areas in the city, where prostitution is legalized and regulated. Many people pass through there just to learn about the history and the unique atmosphere of the place, and that is fine. But there is a rule that is sacred and absolutely non-negotiable. It is strictly forbidden to photograph or film the people who work in the windows. It is a serious matter of respect and privacy, and disrespect can cause a really ugly mess. Put your phone away, walk with discretion and respect, and treat the place and the people with the dignity they deserve. And there is a detail that surprises almost every visitor on the very first day: the stairs of the canal houses. Those narrow, tall little houses, beautiful from the outside, hide internal stairs that are absurdly steep, narrow, and spiral-shaped, almost like ship stairs. The reason is historical, because in the old days taxes were charged by the width of the house facade, so people built thin, tall houses to pay less. Because of this, large furniture does not even fit through the stairs and is hoisted through the window with the help of a hook you see at the top of the facades. If you are going to stay at a hotel or apartment in one of these historic houses, prepare your legs and be careful going down, carrying your suitcase, because these stairs are genuinely scary. And speaking of choosing well where to stay to have comfort and be close to everything, away from the busier and noisier areas like the red light district, this is a decision that changes your trip. We created this personalized map, which explains exactly which is the best area: quiet, charming, and close to the attractions. By staying in this area, you cannot go wrong. And in the video description and here in the QR code, we are going to leave the link to the page with this map and with the hotels we have stayed in, and highly recommend, including a hotel in the Jordan, where we stayed for an incredible price, super well located, safe, and just a few minutes walk from the main museums. We saved a lot with that choice. The fifth truth is about logistics and crowds. Amsterdam is compact, and you can do almost everything on foot or by public transport, which is excellent, with the streetcars called trams, the metro, and the buses, all paid with a rechargeable card. The direct train from Schiphol Airport to the center is fast, cheap, and got us there in less than 20 minutes. So forget the expensive taxi. But attention, the city is full of tourists all year round, and the historic center, around Dam Square and the red light district, gets very crowded, especially at night and on weekends. And where there are crowds, there are pickpockets. Take extra care with your bag and your phone in these areas, and on the crowded transport. The sixth truth is about the weather, and this one catches many people off guard. Amsterdam is cold, windy, and very rainy, and the weather changes at an impressive speed. It can be sunny and in 15 minutes be raining sideways with a freezing wind. The summer is mild and pleasant but short, and even then you need a coat. In winter, the cold is biting and the days are quite short and dark. That is why we always recommend carrying a windbreaker and a small umbrella in your backpack at all times, in any season of the year. Dress in layers because the Dutch weather does not forgive those who arrive unprepared. The seventh truth is the tourist food traps. The streets around Dam Square and the red light district are full of restaurants with huge photos on the menu and staff calling you at the door. Avoid those. The food is usually expensive and mediocre. Another catch is the cones of fries and the souvenirs sold at the most touristy spots for a much higher price. The real, cheap Dutch food is at the traditional street stalls and the neighborhood cafes, a few blocks away, where the locals themselves eat. Oh, and a warning. The famous giant sign with the phrase "I Amsterdam," which used to be on the museum square, was removed a few years ago precisely because of the excess of tourists, so do not waste time looking for it. Speaking of good food and tours, in the video description and here in the QR code, we are going to leave the link to the site we always use to buy tickets and tours for the lowest price. It is the biggest tour site in the world, and it has practically everything there. Everything for the lowest price, and you can buy in any currency, saving on fees. And they have free tours that are great. And remember that in this link below, we always organize everything you need to put together your entire trip for the lowest price. The sites we use to plan our trips and that have everything much cheaper: travel SIM card, travel insurance for half the price, tickets for all the attractions, good and cheap hotels we have stayed in, cheap car rental, and the global account. And the links already contain automatic discounts, so save and use this page that will make your trip much easier. And for those who are new here on the channel, a very warm welcome. Our mission is to help you travel more and better around the world. If you are enjoying it, subscribe here to the channel and like the video, which helps us a lot. To wrap up, 4 final tips for mental preparation. First, go with an open mind and without judgments, because Amsterdam is a liberal and tolerant city, and part of its charm is precisely that respect for the choices of each person. Second, plan and buy weeks in advance the tickets for the Anne Frank House and the big museums because they really do sell out. Third, treat the bike as the queen of the city and respect the bike lanes. That will keep you safe. And fourth, set aside at least one day to leave the city and see the tulip fields, the windmills, or a fishing village. Because the real Netherlands, outside Amsterdam, is enchanting, and it would be a crime not to see it. If you liked the video, like it and subscribe to our channel to travel more and better around the world. Thank you very much and have a great trip.